Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the hot topic in the DevOps world. You might heard so many times like AIOps, MLOps, like that, right? So why it is, what is AIOps and how it is going to help us in future? So who are all beginners for the DevOps? Yes, they are trying to understand what is DevOps and what are the different types of tools and how to make the CI/CD pipelines, those things and all. But when it comes into the other side, there is a growth on the AIOps, MLOps. It's slowly, the demand for those things also it is increasing. As you heard the latest news, there is a Stargate started a new opportunity for the AI operations, right? So considering these things and all, the future for the AIOps and opportunities for the AI is it's going to be on demand. So let's understand the basics of what it is and what are the tools are required to make it top on the AIOps. Let's go into that. Before going to that one, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get this type of content in future. So let's jump into it. So first of all, what is AIOps? That means AIOps, artificial intelligence for IT operations. So it is considering AI, it's consisting with IT operations. So what are the IT operations team will do? It's monitoring and checking the metrics and escalating if there are any issues happen for that complete environment. So on whole, it is completely on the monitoring side, escalation side, operations perspective. So that is why the AI ops is more focused on that operations to make them make the things to be automated. So here we use AI ML to automate and enhance the IT operations. And also it handles a vast amount of data to improve the efficiency and prevent issues. That means in operations perspective, if you consider a project or any applications, you haven't understand, you won't identify when the issues will come, what type of issues will come. We don't know because we have a huge amount of data. So there is a tool we required which will have a brain which it has to take all the data and it will digest it and it will always monitor the logs and it will help you to update you like if there is any issues is going to happen, and it has to take the automated action also by enhancing it, right? So these things are all coming into the line for the AI operations. And why it is matter? Because as IT system grows more complex nowadays, manual operations can't keep up. So that's why AIOps is the answer to challenge of scale and data overload. And there are different types of tools were there for this process. The day to day we are checking Splunk, Datadog, Elastic Stack. So these are all the foundational in implementing AI operations. Okay. So this is about what is AI ops. Now I'm going to tell about the question why. Do I really need to understand or do I really need to learn AIOps? It's not actually mandatory, but it's good to have because the progress on the AI operations in the side by side parallelly with the DevOps it is going on. So we don't know the future, right? So it will be like a challenge for us in the traditional IT operations. So manual monitoring and the resolutions, those are all actually which leads to an inefficiency, right? And also the data overload from the logs, monitorings, and events, which will create a noise. And sometimes, mainly, that operations team has to escalate that incident whenever it is happened. And if it is delayed in incident response, it will affect the performance and the user experience also. Okay. So to solve these things and all, what are the things we have to do? We have to automate the repetitive tasks like log analysis and incident triaging, and also predicts the and prevents outages by identifying the patterns, okay, which are all happening early. And this will help you a faster root cause analysis by correlating the events across the systems. So as I said, so AIOps can detect the failing disk in the database server and which will alert the admin and trigger an automated backup to prevent data loss. So tools here like Mooksoft, Bitpanda, and PagerDuty are popular for AIOps driven incident management. So this is really a game changer for this AIOps with the tools which we are going to use here is literally new and which will help you a long run. Okay. So now, what are the key components of AIOps which will help you to make the building blocks for AIOps? The first one is data collection. So as I said, like IT operations work is to gather the metrics, logs, and events from the diverse sources like servers, databases, and applications. For example, if you are centralizing the logs using ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana, so the collection of the data is the first one. And then we have to recognize the pattern. That means we have to detect the anomalies. That means the bugs or issues which we are coming on that particular issue or incident, and the trends using AI and ML algorithms. So we have to train our machine learning models to identify the unusual traffic patterns and automation. Automation is which will really resolve the known issues or escalate incidents. Okay, at time of repeated issues happening, right? So, for example, if you triggered automated script using Ansible or Chef, yes, we can automate the process. And the last one is the predictive insights. That means we can prevent the problem by forecasting potential system failures. For example, if we have a predictive analysis in Dynatrace to forecast several workloads, so we can identify that one, what is going to happen. And the question here is how you can train for this one. Like there are so many key components are there, how we can train for yourself for this one. For that, we have to learn machine learning techniques for anomaly detection, and we have to use the tools like TensorFlow or PyTorch to train predictive models. And we have to experiment with cloud monitoring solutions like AWS CloudWatch or Azure Monitor. So we have to practice those things, and which will help you to train your models and your machine learning techniques to find out this type of issues in the instance. So the next one is like, what are the applications of AIOps? So how the AIOps makes an impact for these applications of AIOps? That means IT operations, which will continuously track system health to detect and resolve anomalies, as I said, right? So IT operations duty is to track the monitoring health of all the applications and detect if there are any anomalies. Incident management, and it will automate the resolution workflows and accelerate response times. That is very important in the operations perspective. And we have a capacity planning. So use AI, we can forecast what are the resource usage required for your application workloads. And cyber security, which will identify and mitigates the security threats in a real-time world. So just tell you an example of the real-time is like, for example, if you have a retail company which will uses AIOps, which will predict the website traffic during a sale, scaling up servers automatically to handle the load, and at the same time it will scale down if there is no traffic at all, so that the systems will automatically manage, right? So that is the beauty of that AIOps when it is in the operation side. So what are the tools here required is like Nagios, App Dynamics, ServiceNow with AIOps integrations. So there are so many tools out there, but these tools are really help you for maintaining that applications in AIOps. So what are the skills to learn for AIOps? In 2025, there is a huge demand for the AIOps. Okay. So there are so many opportunities for going to come up on the AIOps. So technically, if you understand the basics of IT operations, networking and system architecture, that is very important for AIOps, and Python or R for machine learning. Okay. So Python will cover most of the things, but if you are more interested, if you want to learn R also, you can use the R language also, and make yourself familiarized with the AI, ML libraries, and also like the scikit-learns and TensorFlow. So TensorFlow, a combination with Python, will really help you on this AI world, and explore the monitoring tools like a Splunk, Dynatrace, and the New Relic. Okay, the choice is yours. You can choose depends upon your learning things. Domain knowledge is gain as much as expertise in the DevOps practices like CI/CD, and work with the cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP, and also understand the log management. That is very important. If you understand log management and anomaly detection principles, it will be very good advantage for you in AIOps. How to train for this one is you can enroll for a course in any learning platforms like Udemy or Coursera focused on AI and IT operations, and practice for building the predictive models with the real world data sets, and also explore the open source AI platforms like Prometheus and Grafana. So if you learn how to manage the traffic, how to make use of Prometheus and Grafana, most of the 50 or 60% of the AIOps task will be completed. So if you may, that is the beauty of the AIOps. So that please mark a note on that one. And what about the future of AIOps? Mark my words. So if you advanced on AI, the smarter algorithms for the real-time decision making is going to come in future. Okay. And also it is integrating with the IoT and edge computing, which will ensure the faster response times in distributed environments too. And autonomous IT systems, most of the human intervention for the IT management is going to be reduced. And as for the career opportunities, the demand for AI ops professionals is growing across industries like banking, e-commerce, and healthcare. So be prepared for that one to stay up to date on the AI advancements like a GPT and a reinforcement learning, and work on projects that integrate AI with IT operations, and work on the AI ops focused webinars and conferences if you have anything. And make sure be active on the AIOps community and be active on the AI, ML, and DevOps things so that you will understand what is going around on the AIOps perspective. And finally, coming to the conclusion. So I just want to summarize the key benefits of this AIOps is like proactive monitoring, automated incident resolution, and predictive analytics. So these three are the key benefits of the AIOps. For example, imagine a system that ensures zero downtime even during peak traffic. That is the AIOps duty. Okay. Start exploring AIOps today to become a leader in the intelligent IT operations. Okay. And just try to do a small certification on these tools like a Splunk or Dynatrace. Okay. And start your AIOps journey today. And if you have any questions or if you have any clarifications, please comment out in this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.